Movie number 3, we want to give a caution to political parties. We will start with Tosi Alliance, and then we go to UDF and the DPP, UDF and DPP, yes. You are contesting for position of presidency in the next 49 days. Here, we want to specify, directed to the UDF, to the DPP government. Coronavirus has come, and you had instituted a law of social distance, gathering of 100 people per time, and you have cancelled or postponed church gatherings, and you have closed schools. Meaning, this pandemic is a serious one. Now, we of Muvi Wachilungamo are questioning you all, DPP and Tosi Alliance, because you are the people that are coming to the government. Either DPP and UDF will be in the government, either Tosi Alliance is going to be in the government. If we look at the people that are breaking this law, it is you politicians. What example are you giving us? You can implement a law, you can set a law and destroy it, but then you expect other citizens all over, they shouldn't follow that, but you are breaking it. You want all the citizens to follow the law, but you don't want to follow the same. Because with the elections coming, you have completely outlawed the social distance, outlawed the 100 recommended figure or number of people to be in one place. Completely. All of you. If you follow Tubele way, if he is more than 100 people are gathered. If you follow a Tosi Alliance, then it's a sign of people. The question is, we know it's election time, and we may not allow COVID-19 to block or postpone elections, because that is what will bring a government that will contain or put in control this disease. But what about this law of social distance? What about this law of 100 people limit? If you are not following it, then who is going to follow it? What brings to say this is, there are two sectors here that are critical, that have been, they are pressed, that we want to talk for. Education. Our children, our brothers, our sisters are at home. The curriculum that they were learning is being forgotten slowly because of COVID-19. But politics is active. You are still meeting every day. Nobody is maintaining the law. Because we cannot stop you. It's a hectic matter that needs to bring a new president to run this country. We cannot stop you. Instead, Muvi Wachilungamo demand, he's not asking, schools must be opened now. All of them, from standard 1 to standard 8, from 1 to form 4, including tertiary colleges. Because if you can be able to meet politically, let people meet academically too. If you can be able to do campaigns around there for your positions, let school children go and add their knowledge. There's no need to bother. In addition, let people go to pray their God. You cannot block churches from praying. You need to know this COVID-19 can be stopped by the power of the Lord. And that is through churches and mosques. So legalize schools, let them go back, and let people go to churches and the mosques to do their prayers. It might be one way of a remedy to stop COVID-19. Movie number 3, the issues that are going to win you votes, all of you, on the 20th or on the 2nd July, are issues of bread and butter. Not regionalism, not tribalism or theocracy. Because most of you, particularly DPP and UDF Alliance, you are basing your politics on regionalism, tribalism and theocracy. Now I want to say something here. Some of you are going about telling people that as long as you are Oromo, you need to vote for a party that is led by Oromo. As long as you are a Yawo, you must go and vote for somebody that is a Yawo. As long as you are from the southern region, you must make sure that you vote for somebody who is coming from there. As long as you are a Muslim, you must vote for a Muslim leader. I want to fault you leaders, particularly DPP and UDF, because you are the ones that have heard personally your canvassing support through that. One, you are saying you cannot be led by somebody from the Central Region. That is wrong. You are saying, I heard somebody saying that if if Tonse Alliance comes into power, they are going to abolish or ban Islam. That's theocracy that you are doing. And I want to tell you this, you are lying. You are lying. Malawi, on the republic status, it's a secular state. I don't know if you understand that. Malawi, on our republic status, on our independence, Declaration of Independence of 1964, it was declared that Malawi is a secular state, meaning each and every religion has a right to be in Malawi. There is no way, no politician should come and tell you that if that one comes, is going to stop Christianity, is going to stop Islam, is going to stop what? No. With democracy, even pagans are allowed to do their job in Malawi. Even Rastas are recognized in Malawi. So they shouldn't come to you and tell you that they are going to ban Islam, therefore you must vote for a presidential candidate who is a Muslim. That is rubbish. Don't listen to that. They are lying to you. And I want to tell you, you politicians, particularly you DPP and UDF, 26 years, we stopped talking about the history of 31 years of Kamusbanda. Because the problems that we face today are not caused by Kamusbanda. The problems that Malawi is in now are not from MCP of Kamusbanda. It is problems created by democracy. From 1994 up to now, you politicians have created problems. And if there's anyone who wants to win power, you should deal with these ones. That's why I say the problems of today in Malawi are issues of bread and butter. If you can deal with the problems of bread and butter, you will get the votes of Malawians. But if you come with situations of Kamusbanda was killing people in 1983, the majority of people that are going to vote don't know anything about Kamusbanda. The majority of people, the youth of today, if you tell them about the atrocities of Kamusbanda, they will tell you, what about the atrocities of now? Because the atrocities of now and the atrocities of Kamusbanda, these ones are huge, tearful, painful, grievous than those ones. As I said before that, the crimes of Kamusbanda were not seen visible by the generation of Malawi. We heard they were killed at Dambani. They were heard he was kidnapped at Mwanza, at Jinji. Most of us did not see. I'll tell you, me, I've been there, but I never saw Odon Chiro. I just hear he was kidnapped in Zambia. He's in Zomba. He came to court. But today, the generation of Malawi see the atrocities of democracy. They have seen the bones of albinos with their eyes. They have seen bones taken into court as evidence, exhibit. That's pathetic if it's happening in a democratic dispensation. Therefore, the youth of today, the generation of today, they have evidence of the atrocities, the evils, the mistakes and failures of democracy. Whoever wants to win this seat of government in 2020 should address these matters. But if anybody come to you and tell you about 1964 to 1994, tell him that you don't know politics of today, go home. We need politicians who address our present difficulties. Apart from that, there are three things that you need to address. Leave regionalism aside and preach unity. I'm talking to both of you. Leave regionalism aside and preach unity. Bullet number 2, leave tribalism aside and preach oneness. Number 3, leave religion aside because not even colonization or one-party state ever banned or regulated religion in Malawi. Not at all. Malawi is a secular state where Muslims and Christians live together from time immemorial. There's no one of you who has the power as politicians to block or divide this trust and belief. Never. Movie number 4. Malawians on the 2nd July or any day thereof are going to vote or want to go and vote for an alliance that promises to deal with problems that have arisen during multi-party dispensation the past 26 years. That is what Malawi are going to vote. If you think they are going to vote based on the issues of the past, you are wrong. Perhaps that's why you know now that you are I'm talking to DPP and UDF. Sorry, I want to say, somebody called me asking me that why do you talk about DPP and UDF all the time? Why don't you talk about others? I blame Tonsi Alliance today on COVID-19, on the social distance and 100 limit number of people to meet. I blame them because they are doing the same. But I will not blame them on something that they don't do. As Muvi Wachilungamo, we stick to what is the truth. So, on Tonsi Alliance, it's about social distancing, but they're under pressure. We should back them also. They're under pressure because they need to save and liberate this country. Therefore, they are forced to do what is wrong because they have a task ahead. DPP, there are a bunch of problems, so we have to deal with them. If they will listen, obviously they will get the vote. That's what we need. And we don't want them to hear so that we can benefit anything or we should please anyone. We just want a Malawi that is liked by everyone. A Malawi that is affable. A Malawi that is eligible. A Malawi that is livable by all, regardless of tribe, religion, or race. Malawians will vote for a candidate that gives hope that the evils of corruption, of killings, of hate politics, of lawlessness, of chaos, of divisive we see today will all stop and be stopped for good. That candidate, can I repeat? Because I know some of you don't listen. I will repeat. Maybe my English is not clear. I say, Malawians are only going to vote for a candidate or a party that gives hope that they are going to stop the evils of corruption, the killings, the hate politics, lawlessness, chaos, and the violence.